Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, I'm so delighted today. I was watching the market action late evening, looking at Nvidia results, and as the earnings started coming in, I felt vindicated because I had put everything into Nvidia, as I mentioned earlier, and fortunately it has turned out well. I'm going to talk about the market action today and what to expect tomorrow. Let's get started. This is the heading on CNBC. It says Nvidia posts revenue up 265% on booming AI business. There was more to it. Nvidia almost excelled on every category. There was a time when the earnings results started and the stock price started going down. It kept on going down until they spoke about the server business. And that's when things started moving up, and it never looked back. It went all the way up to 8.5%, I think, post market. I was really delighted. So we're going to talk more about Nvidia results in a separate video. Today we are going to focus on what's going to happen in the market for tomorrow. So let us go to the TradingView platform and the fear and greed index, the kind that we always do. Well, here we have the fear and greed index, and everything is looking hunky-dory out here. We are just in greed. We are at 70, plenty of room to escalate the greed and approach extreme greed. So this is a very good situation to be in my opinion. And if you look at the stock market heat map, you would see that energy had gathered a lot of greens, whereas the Mag 5, Mag 6, they had a lot of weakness. Of course, Google and Amazon were the exception out there, especially Google, because Google, I think, has been a laggard in terms of gaining on share price while the others were soaring. But if you look at Nvidia, that's where the problem was. It was minus 2.85. And where Nvidia goes, the entire market goes. And therefore, all the related companies were feeling a bit down. But I think this is all about to change tomorrow. Let us go and have a look at our economic calendar. In our economic calendar today, we had the FOMC minutes coming in. We had to keep that in mind, that the minutes indicated that the members of the FOMC felt that it would not be wise to reduce the rates quickly. In other words, it's a negative sentiment that is coming from there, but it was not enough to bring down the spirits of the market after the results from Nvidia. So that's the way I read it. Next, let us go on to look at the TradingView platform. And we are on the NASDAQ futures chart out here, and you can already see a healthy gain of 1.10% in the NASDAQ futures. And we have converted one of the resistance from yesterday at 17,630 into a support already. So this is a very good omen. And tomorrow we need to go above 17,724.75. And by the looks of it, when you take into account the euphoria that is coming through Nvidia, it has just validated the entire AI story. So things are going to look pretty good tomorrow. That's my expectation. Now let's go on to the QQQ, which was down 0.40%. Again, there is a resistance out here, which is at 429.59. And I'm pretty sure that tomorrow we are going to convert the 20-day exponential moving average into a support. Whether we cross this line of resistance or not is a different story altogether, but the futures do look very strong. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did. And the VIX was elevated, but definitely did come down below the reading that we had the day before. So it was down minus 0.39%. Anytime the VIX comes down, I'm happy about it. Fortunately for us, the 100-day exponential moving average was able to push it down. We will be in trouble if VIX goes above 20 and all the 4 exponential moving averages stay below it. Then we'll be in trouble. But as long as at least 1 or 2 of those exponential moving averages are above it and we are below 20 on the VIX, I think we are okay. S&P 500 was up 0.09%, pushed down by the 9-day exponential moving average. Plenty of strength left in S&P 500. Dow Jones was up 0.09% equivalent, and it has got plenty of room on the RSI to move up, and the momentum is looking decent. It was trying to be pushed down by the 9-day exponential moving average, which is sitting at 385.77, and we finished the day just above it at 386.05. So Dow Jones has successfully crossed the 9-day exponential moving average. This is a good deal of strength out here. US dollar index was down 0.05 under the 9-day exponential. Russell index was down Russell index was down 0.47%, again being pushed down by the 9-day exponential moving average, but supported by the 20-day. The momentum is flat and above average, so tomorrow it could go either way. And if we look at put call ratio, it's neutral, so we can't get any clues from there. And I'm going to look at the market support, the range of support for the market. Now this chart is for S&P 500 stocks above 50-day average, and we can see that the number is growing up. It's moving in the right direction, broadening the support for the indices. So the rally is being supported. I think when we start tomorrow, this is only going to improve. AI, okay, we'll do AI last as always. Genomics is first. And in genomics, we have Bluebird, which lost minus 0.91%, which is almost a cent or so. It's below the 20-day exponential moving average. It has to break through. It was trying for the last 4 days, but it couldn't. Hopefully it does that tomorrow. Momentum has been steadily improving, but it has to be above average and it has to move up. That's not being seen out there. Verve was up 0.54%. It is consolidating out here in the narrow range, hopefully preparing for a move up. The RSI is looking pretty good. The momentum is also pretty good. So I'm hoping that tomorrow it will do well. And then we have Caribou Biosciences, which was up 0.44%. It has made the 9-day exponential into a support. So that's another positive. Momentum and RSI is looking healthy. Intelia was down minus 0.99%, and momentum doesn't indicate that it's going anywhere soon. But I can't write it off either because it's just about average. And we have resistance from all the exponential moving average, especially 9-day exponential moving average. At the same time, we also have support by the diagonal line of support of a previous channel. So that's so my hope is that this is going to hold and allow Intelia to bounce back. Illumina was down 2.60% and it has fallen below, and it's now following the support line of the upper bounds of the previous pennant that we had created. So it was supported by that today, and now it has got a resistance. It's like a reverse pennant out here. It's a resistance on the upper side also. So there's a lot of restriction for Illumina. I'm expecting it to move within this range, and we'll see what happens. I think Illumina needs to prove itself in the second quarter once more, and then things will start moving. Let us look at Editas. It was up 0.75%, and the RSI and momentum is just about average. So I don't know what it's going to do tomorrow, but it still got support from the 9-day and the 20-day exponential moving average. One of the positive things I see here is that the potential formation of a golden cross where the 9-day would cross the 20-day exponential moving average. If that happens, I would see that as a building block for a bullish sign. IMTX was up 5.63%. Very, very sharp movement upwards. Let us see if there is any news. I can't see any news item out here. We'll take it on faith that something good has happened out there. Next, let us look at ARCG, which was up minus 1.86%. And it was supported by the line of support at 29.96. So I'm going to just change this into green. So we are just marginally above that. So it worked today. But for tomorrow, it's going to be a very narrow range, and ARCG will have trouble because it's being pushed down by the 9-day, 100-day, and the 20-day exponential moving average from the top. And it's being supported by the horizontal resistance at 29.96 along with the 50-day exponential moving average. So it's a very narrow range for ARCG also. But ARCG will probably get support from the Nvidia factor, so it should be able to break through. Allogen was down minus 4.52%, and it's being supported by all the exponential moving average. Momentum is still pretty decent, but it's moving in the wrong direction. So I don't know what Allogen is going to do. After such a steep raise, I was thinking that it was just cooling off the RSI. So it could turn around tomorrow. And let's look at Bionano Genomics. It was down minus 3.31, and RSI and momentum both are looking weak. So I don't think Bionano is going to go anywhere soon. It's got plenty of resistances that it needs to break through. Beam was down minus 0.13. Momentum and RSI are still looking good. Beam could still turn around tomorrow. We have earnings coming up on the 27th of February. That could be part of what is happening here. And there is no news out here. CRISPR Therapeutics was up a handsome 4.67%, friends. Prime was up 5.73%. It started the day higher, but it started coming down, and it was held by, it was given support by the 100-day exponential moving average. DNA was down minus 5.84%. It is back to 1.29. and it's going to find support in this diagonal line of support and then bounce back from here. That's what I'm expecting would happen for DNA. PSEB was down 3.97%. PSEB after their earnings has plunged a bit, and I'm making a video on PSEB. I got distracted by Nvidia, but I'm sure I'll do the PSEB video in the next 2 days. There is a reason why it is falling, and I'll explain that to you in the video. So please watch out for that. Next, we are going to look at our AI stocks. Palantir was down 2.82%. It still has got support at 21.86 in my opinion, and that support should help it. And Nvidia was down 2.85%, but post-market it was up 8.56%. And Palantir was also up 5.18% post-market. So Nvidia was the factor. Now that Nvidia has proved itself and more, I think the whole market is going to be in euphoria tomorrow. FNGU was down 2.87% and it's already up 6.34%. AMD was down 0.84%. Post-market it's up 3.96%. Intel was down 2.36%. Post-market it's up 0.99%. Meta was down minus 0.79%, post-market it's up 1.38%, and then we look at ASML, which was down minus 0.15%, and post-market it's up 2.71%. Microsoft was down minus 0.15%, post-market it's up 0.64%. Adobe was down minus 0.63%, post-market it's up 1.33%. Google was up 1.15% during the day, post-market it's up another 89%. ARM was up 1.33% during the day, and post-market it's up 7.76%. Apple was down 0.42% during the day. Post-market it's up 0.22%. Amazon was down 0.90% during the day. Amazon was up 0.90% during the day. Post-market it was up 0.87%. And Baidu was up 1.59% during the day. Post-market it was up 0.69%. I'm going to add a few companies out here. I have added a few companies here. One is Micron Technologies Inc., which did very well today. It was up 0.97% during the day, and post-market it's up 1.95%. And then I have got Broadcom, which was up 0.07% today during the trading hours, and post-market it's up 2.65%. Then we have Qualcomm, which was up 0.03% today. Post-market it's up 1.18%. And then we have Applied Materials Inc. This company was up 0.63% during the day, and post-market it's up 2.87%. So we'll have all these companies in our coverage. I'm going to remove Baidu out of here, and I'm also going to remove Intuit because I have too many companies in here. I want to limit the range so that I can focus on them. There is another company that I would rather like to have here, which is TSMC, but I can't. We have ASML, of course, out here. That completes our extended list of semiconductor companies. And I think that we are in for a fantastic day tomorrow, and things are going to go crazy. That's my feeling based on what I see in the NASDAQ futures, what I saw as post-market action after Nvidia declared its server sales and the numbers started going up. And I think all the companies that are linked with AI are now going to do well because the thesis has been proven that AI is a strong force. And friends, just stop to think about this. As AI becomes much better, like it has become almost democratized because everybody is now using ChatGPT or Gemini or Perplexity or some AI or the other. And we also find that in applications like Microsoft, we already have AI. Canva, for that matter, which I use for making thumbnails and graphics, it has also got AI. It has got DALL-E, and it has got its own picture creator. So there are two AI components already in Canva. So I am thinking that the use cases are going to be found by most of the tech companies first, and then the other companies, service companies, will also come up with use cases. And all this momentum is only going to grow. But after a particular point of time, when all the big players like Apple, Google, Meta, and all have built the infrastructure, and then when we start going to other companies, I think we'll experience the economy or the price movement something similar to what Intel had experienced when it started coming up with the 8-6 chips and went to Pentium and multi-core and all. And then there was a lot of competition, and then the chip prices went down. and everyone and everybody had powerful computers at a very low price. We are going to eventually reach there. So we have to also watch when to get off the Nvidia train. There will be other opportunities that will start taking off in AI, and that could be consulting companies, that could be companies which are selling chatbots, or that could be companies which are selling automated robots with AI, things like that. So we'll have to see value added products. I think the world as we know it is going to change significantly, something way more than what we experience with the internet and with Java and all those things. So looking forward to a bright future here. We are fortunate to be alive now to see this great future unfold. Thanks and have a great day, my friends. Happy hunting tomorrow. Bye for now.